2 NHL games, 3 NBA games, a slate of baseball. We like money. How about you? Stay with us all the way to the end. We got a ton of betting information coming your way. I'm Lawrence Presman. This is, without question, a fact, the best betting show ever. Bryan Power joining us, Joe Ranieri. Bri, before I even get into it, I lost one game since the last show we did. One game. That's right. I swept Friday, I swept Saturday, and I lost the Edmonton Oilers last night in OT. 8-1 since we last spoke, everyone. How are you, Brian? How have you been doing?
I also only lost one game over the weekend, Prez. Now, it was not 8-1, but it was 3-1. We had a no doubt about it winner last night in the NBA playoffs, the Houston Rockets. Yes, we held our nose and took the Rockets without Kevin Durant. Over the last 10 days, 19-7-1 all sports runs. So feeling pretty good myself. Prez, glad to be here as always.
You hear my phone ringing? One of our listeners goes ballistic when my phone rings on air. That was for him. Brian, nicely done. 3-1. We'll take that. 11-1 combined between Brian and myself. How about you, Joe Ranieri?
It was great until, Bryan Power's Cleveland Cavaliers set basketball back about 200 years yesterday. So that was nothing like watching air ball. I'm fairly certain the three of us could have shot better than either Toronto or the Cavs did in that game.
What an ending, guys. And especially, as a person sitting in Toronto cheering for Toronto as a fan. And also, most importantly, when I don't have a bet in play, I'm always cheering for more games. So, like tonight in hockey, we got, I think Pittsburgh is playing Philadelphia. I'm cheering for Pittsburgh. Why? More games, more betting opportunities, more chances. You know how to make money on the stock market? Have a lot of stocks to choose from. So I'm always cheering for more games. I had the over in the Houston game last night. It was a little hairy, but we got it done. Okay, guys, we got a lot to talk about. I got a big promo for you guys coming at the business section of the show, but we got games tonight. Bri, I'm going to start with you. Let's race through some NBA Monday night. I don't need to go one game at a time. How about, does anything stand out to you?
Well, if you're rooting for more games, Prez, to that, you're obviously pulling for Phoenix to win tonight. I don't think that's going to happen. You're rooting for Denver. You're rooting for Denver to win tonight. I think that's going to happen.
Minus 11.
It's a big number. So, and I think I talked about this on the morning wager with Mark Zinnerday. Obviously, the expectation is no DiVincenzo, no Edwards for Minnesota. So this is Denver. Denver's going to stay alive here back home. I don't want to lay it.
Yeah.
Prez, I could tell by the way you said minus 11.5. That was kind of my response as well. But the total has dropped precipitously here. Remember that there was, 2 games ago? The over-under
precipitously? You couldn't just use like a normal word. You had to did you practice that? Did you write it down so you wouldn't forget that word?
I think I said it on the morning wager, so it was still on the tongue.
Right. There is a dearth of big words on the show, so thank you for that, Bri.
Good work, Prez. But anyway, this total is much lower. It was 234.5, Joe?
Well, it precipitously dropped.
Yes, and now we're at 222.5. Yes, precipitously.
Hasn't moved at all. Does precipitously mean it hasn't moved at all?
It's much different from the game I'm talking about before, Prez. That's all I'm trying to say. Earlier in the series, the total was much higher. Now, it makes sense, Joe, with no Anthony Edwards for Minnesota. Obviously, their best player, no DiVincenzo. Can Denver, if you like the over, if you want to, take a shot at it, Denver's got to be the driving force here in the scoring back at home. This is a team, guys, that was number 1 in 3-point shooting, number 1 in points per game during the regular season. And they can't score in the series. Gobert's done an unbelievable job on Jokic so far.
Wow.
I do say so myself.
Okay. I mean, Jokic has done a fantastic job of sucking in maybe one of the worst series I think I've seen him play in his career. But he's also not getting any help with Jamal Murray and company. So, Prez, this looks like one of those spots where it didn't look like the Lakers were all that interested in laying it all out on the line last night to win a game in a series that they were already up 3-0, knowing they were going home. Something tells me that's going to be the same thing here tonight. Minnesota knows this entire series is coming down to Game 6 at home. That's it. Whether they win this series or not is all going to be dependent on what happens in Game 6, not Game 5. If they punted on this game tonight, would not shock me in the least bit if Denver actually blows them out of the water. No way.
So more than 11.5. I don't listen. I don't want to lay it. I don't want to play it. So I understand where you're going here, Joe.
Team total over. Or Minnesota's team total under. It's the only way I'd look at this game. I forget the side, but it wouldn't shock me.
Total under, yeah.
It would be. Because I don't know what Edwards and DiVincenzo, those are two major rotation guys there. Where are the points? And who's getting those points, by the way? No DiVincenzo and no Anthony Edwards. All right, so what is it? Just... who's going to get all the... It ain't going to be Rudy Gobert. I'll tell you that.
So I'm still a little stuck. Bryan Power said that him and Mark Zeno were chatting on the Morning Wager today. I don't know if you've ever watched the Morning Wager, Joe, but Mark Zeno just kind of nods. When you define chat, are you saying that you do all the chatting and he just kind of nods through it?
Well, Mark is not a man of few words. I mean, he'll he's going to get his stuff in, as they say. Yes, no, that's what we talk before the show, and we talk, during the show. No,
it's a fun show.
About the game.
Never heard of
it. Right, it's a fun show, dude. It is. It's a comedy 20 minutes, man. That is for sure. Comedy 20 minutes. Joe, don't you have some pictures of Mark Zeno we can put up on air?
I have a lot of pictures, unfortunately, of Mark Zeno in extremely compromising spots that I will not bring up.
Please send 2 Bitcoin to the following address, and we will not put up any of those pictures.
He is Mr. Sloppy Parlay in my book, so he will always be. Yeah.
So my amazing wife, I forgot to discuss this on Friday. My amazing wife decided to surprise me, and she took me to a place that gives a great head massage. My expectations were completely wrong.
It's just not going to go well, BP. It's just this whole conversation. I don't even know where you would go.
It's a true story.
I know.
She took me to a place that specializes in head massages. Yeah, I was damn excited.
You mean like a salon, like a actual?
Well, as it turned out, it was a head massage. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. We got the joke, Prez, but Joe and I think are both sitting here wondering, well, what do we say next?
I'm just wondering where we were going and what kind of place you thought you'd be rolling up to with a coupon in your hand. I'm just curious.
I don't know. When your wife says, "Hey, honey, I booked you a head massage," you're thinking like, finally,
I got buy one, get one.
Is there a coupon book?
Excuse me, sir. You're going to have to go around to the back entrance. There's a separate entrance for you, sir.
Yes.
Oh, my word.
She was like, it's a couple's head massage. I was like, this is incredible.
God, here we go.
This is incredible.
It's just not going well.
Anyway. Okay. Parlay of the day, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you will?
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna go with over 5.5 in the Pittsburgh-Philadelphia hockey game tonight.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you want me to tell you why?
No, save it.
Okay.
Save it. Yep. Okay. Go ahead, BP. Where are you going?
Let's take the 1.5 on the
massage.
Yes. All right. Maybe, I don't know if I'm not going to be getting a head massage during this one, but I will be taking the 1.5 on the run line with the Texas Rangers hosting the Yankees. I think the Yankees offense cools off a little bit here in Arlington this series. Why do I think that? Visiting teams, guys, averaging just 2.92 runs per game in this park. That's the lowest of any park in all of Major League Baseball. Yankees, of course, had an 8-game win streak snapped yesterday. They go from facing an Astros pitching staff that has the highest bullpen ERA in all of baseball to a Rangers pitching staff that has the lowest bullpen ERA in all of Major League Baseball. Yes, Rangers have more than a slight starting pitching disadvantage with Leiter against Fried, but that's what the 1.5 is for. Look, man, they give up fewer than 3 runs per game at home. I'll take the 1.5 here, especially at minus 120, minus 115. Thank you very much.
Joseph? I got to tell you, after that incredibly long piece of analysis, I forgot to play.
I was too busy massaging my own head. Let me see if we can help you out here, BP. Call me crazy. And I would call me crazy. Yes, thank you very much. But if I was going to look anywhere here, I don't know. I can't believe Prez didn't go here, but I'm going to go here. I'll take Dylan Cease over Ranger Suarez any day of the week currently.
Too.
So they're Toronto for me here at home. Against Boston, who apparently fired their entire coaching staff here because they think that's going to help them win 90 games. I doubt it very much.
That Boston team can't get out of its own way, and it's been a while now. This is not like, I tell you, the whole team needs a bloody head massage. That's for sure.
They do. Buy one, get one.
But yeah, Jays are playing good ball. I was at the game on Saturday with Brian Leonard.
Nice.
And Carmine Bianco. Carmine's hilarious, dude. He shows up in a Cleveland Indians jersey.
That's about right.
Not a Guardians one, an Indians one.
Yep.
And he's a Blue Jay fan.
Reverse psychology. Gets him every time.
I think they've won 3 in a row. I love that pick. I'm taking my dad to Wednesday's game. It's his 82nd birthday.
Nice.
I got row 3 behind the catcher, so that's pretty good seats. I'm pretty pumped. Nice. Okay, Brian, you hanging for the predictive market segment?
Of course.
Why not?
Of course he is.
Yeah, guys, stay with us. We got our predictive market segment, all of the rundowns. Quick reminder, Brian went 3-1 this past weekend. I went 8-1. Joe Ranieri, well, he's just handsome, so he wins anyway. Other than that, Joe's got a 5% up in the NBA tonight, and we got Customer Appreciation Day tomorrow. I got a big promo coming your way, but let's get into the predictive market segment of the show. Joe, microphone is yours.
Well, it's, I guess we should. I mean, it's got to ask, right? Because I don't know that this number is going to be around. Minnesota at Denver. Minnesota has now lost both Anthony Edwards and DiVincenzo. It's a 3-1 series. 2 of the next 3 games, BP, we know are in Denver. And right now, Denver, you can still get them at plus money, but I don't know how long they're going to be like that to win the series here. Are we investing in the 44 cents for Denver to come back and win this series against them?
And where is it going to be if they just win tonight at minus 11? And
Yes. Especially if they win in blowout fashion, which they could.
I think we're all in lockstep here. Joe, you said something earlier. I completely agree with it. This series is contingent on Game 6. I think we're all pretty much handing the Nuggets a W, right? Which is a little scary, but yet Prez also then makes a good point saying, yeah, if Denver wins tonight, particularly in blowout fashion, what are we going to see with this price? So yes, I think Denver, it is worth investing in them at that number to come back here and possibly take it. Because if this does go to a Game 7, then, momentum. I mean, hated word. But
I think you got to take it, right?
I'm so frustrated. I got to tell you, man. I'm so frustrated.
Massage?
What? Why? What happened? What
I can't bet the predictive markets in Canada, and it's really pissing me off. How do you not bet Denver there? Like, in all seriousness, like, even if it goes up to 48 tomorrow, That's 4% return in 24 hours.
Correct.
Like, what the, man? I mean, what's Edmonton Oilers, Joe? They're minus 170 tomorrow. They win tomorrow, you make another 10% on your money.
That's
like, there are people out there day trading, trying to figure out whether a stock is going to go up or down in from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the way. These future bets tied to huge favorites where they can go up 5%, 6% with the dub.
Yep.
I mean,
well, I guess we can say the same thing about this. The market just does not like Atlanta. And I don't understand why, because all they have done is show that they can go toe-to-toe with the New York Knicks, no problem. And right now, in a 2-2 series, 32 cents here for the Atlanta Hawks, who have already won a game at Madison Square Garden, by the way. I don't know, BP. Let me ask you this, because it all depends on whether you think this series goes 7. Does it go 7, or is this over in 6 with the Knicks winning the next 2 games?
I mean, I would say, there's a chance the Hawks lose Game 5 and you get an even better price then.
Yes.
I mean, that might be, so I think that's the opposite of what we just talked about the last series. I might wait to see. I mean, I guess then if the Hawks, come out and win Game 5, they're what, a 6.5 point dog tomorrow night,
right?
And you're not going to. I don't know. I almost think that one would be better to wait to see if the Hawks lose, and then you'll get a really good number.
Yeah, but
and then
I don't think they're winning. But asking them to win,
but why can't you take the Knicks right now?
You could.
I understand it's so high, but they're minus 6.5 at home in the next game. They win that game,
it's over.
And that 68 is 85. Yep. I think you make more money betting the Knicks in the next game.
Yep.
And they win it. I think their chance of winning goes higher than if Atlanta, like the percentage chance. I think you actually will make more money. I like the Knicks at 68% there. They're at home.
Yep.
And keep in mind, their game they lost in Atlanta, they had that game locked. Done.
Both losses are by 1 point.
By 1 point. Yes.
Yeah.
Which
I don't know.
Scary.
I think the Knicks there is the way to go, personally. So that's
anybody want to see what Phoenix? Nobody? Okay. Well, Prez, I'll give you one more here.
Phoenix.
It's not good. Yeah.
Utah's up 2-1. We got a game tonight, Prez, and yet there's Utah at 60 cents right now as the favorite to win this series. Are we buying finally low on the Vegas Knights?
Yes, we are.
We are.
And again, Joe, this has nothing to do with who's going to win the series.
I agree.
I could care less who's going to win the series. All I care about is who's going to win tonight and what's it going to be tomorrow.
Yep.
Screenshot this at 41%.
That's
Let's
crazy,
take a look tomorrow what Vegas is if they win. Because if they do win tonight, they have home ice advantage.
Correct.
Momentum.
Correct.
Right? So, put me down for some Vegas.
You like the Vegas Knights there. All right. Let me ask you this one here, BP. And I'll ask you too, Prez, because the markets, now that the draft are over, are very much alive and well in the NFL. And I thought this one was fantastic. Either of you want to take a gander at the team who wins the fewest games next year in the NFL? The fewest games.
Arizona is going to be on the short list.
Arizona is absolutely on the short list there. Next, the New York Jets.
Okay.
The next, New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
The next,
Tampa Bay. I'm putting Tampa Bay in there, guys.
Well, Tampa Bay's win total is out. It's hilarious here. Which, now that you mention that, Prez, I saw that too, and that was kind of interesting. Now, mind you, all of this changed once it wins, but 8.5, 9 wins for Tampa.
Under.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Oh my God.
Okay.
What? Now I understand they got the Saints twice. I think they go 1-1 against the Saints there. Carolina's an improving team.
Yes. Carolina's a very much an improving team.
Is an improving team. That is honestly, look. I think Tampa Bay is going to be one of the worst teams in the league, flat out. I'll tell you that right now. One of the worst teams in the league.
You're not buying. Look at this here, though. This is the best part, man. How many do they win, Prez? Did they win 7?
4.
Do they win 4?
4.
Holy Christ, 4 wins. They don't even no, they won't even make it to 4 wins. 52 cents. Look at that. Do they make it to 7 wins? They won't even give you a money price.
No.
They're saying, do you see how this is, BP? They're only giving you prices on the yes for 9 or 10 wins, Prez. That's it. That's the only thing they're giving you prices on. That's what I'm saying.
And that's at 76%. That's not a good bet.
Well, do you think they win 8 games?
No.
That's what I'm saying. I'm with you. I think there's going to be trouble in paradise with the Tampa Bay.
Yeah. How what's Pittsburgh going to do?
Oh, Pittsburgh's is even more fun because Pittsburgh
they got the Mike McCarthy factor, so he's the worst coach ever.
Except they don't even have a quarterback, I don't believe, right? At this point?
Not yet.
Yeah,
I think Zeno's auditioning, I think, right?
Look at this. 6 wins is the only thing. Is 6 wins or 8 wins?
Yeah, I'm going with under 8 wins.
I agree there.
Damn sure.
I agree there. And the Jets are 5.5, by the way. 5.5 with Geno Smith at quarterback.
You know what, though? I got to tell you guys, I honestly would be careful about the Jets. Now, I understand they are the New York Jets, but this team is loaded with talent.
Yes.
If Geno Smith can find even a balance between how bad he was last year and how good he was the year before,
right?
This team might make some noise. They are loaded with offensive talent.
They are.
And they've got a solid defense. I would not take under with the New York Jets there. Plus the Patriots regress. Buffalo regresses.
Some problems.
What?
It's so tough, man. It's so tough. Well, then who wins more games, BP? The Jets or your Browns? Because the Browns have some talent, too.
I think it's kind of a similar story where you're buying an over because it's not going to be worse than it was last year. I'll tell you what I'm doing with the Jets next year. I'm betting every opposing quarterback to throw an interception until it happens because they had 0 interceptions last year over the defense. For a defense,
you're gonna nightingale it.
That's exactly what he's doing.
You're gonna
nightingale an entire season without an interception was preposterous. Every other team had at least 6 interceptions. The Jets are going to get, you know what? The Jets will have an interception in week 1. Mark it down right now.
I don't think they get to 5 wins, Prez. It's even money right now at 5 wins.
Joe, I got to look through their schedule. I mean, obviously they're in a tougher division than Cleveland.
But they're not.
I need to know who they're playing.
It's only Buffalo. It's all they have is Buffalo. Everyone thinks New England is going into tank because their schedule is going to be brutal.
Well, they also have some other issues going on right now.
They might have a few extra relatives they didn't realize they're in the locker room. But there are some issues going on with New England. Not everyone's buying New England, Prez. Or you think they run it back?
No, I said they're going to regress. 100%.
I'm with you.
With that said, I love Vrabel.
I do too, but
such a fan.
I don't think the Jets, and not to mention, Jets have 3 first-rounders next year, and they are not going to win games that they should not have won.
Joe, let's pull back a second on the Geno Smith hate, okay? He had a rough season with maybe the worst O-line in the league in front of him. I'm not going to tell you that Geno Smith is the second coming of Mark Zeno, but man,
interception
he's
prop over,
better.
BP. What do you think?
He's
How many
better than he was
interceptions
last year.
does Geno Smith throw this year? How many?
How many does Geno throw?
How many does Geno
9
throw this year? 9, did you say?
9?
I like 9. I was thinking 11, but I'll go 9, Prez. I'll go there. I got no problem with that.
I'm more focused on how many the Jets are going to intercept. It defied mathematics. I mean, Isaac Newton was rolling over in his grave.
I agree.
After they did.
Bryan Power, why don't you take Jack Eichel to get a power play goal? He hasn't had one
in
all
12
year.
Yeah, that's terrible
all
too.
Year. You can martingale the Eichel.
I can't believe you nailed it. You really did. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, just one final one here, because I think this is going to be split down the board no matter which way you look at it. And I think there's only one way to look at it, and that is they are going to, once again, win a few games here, the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, are you buying, Prez? Because look at that number right there. The only number that has a percentage next to it, 11-plus wins for the Kansas City Chiefs. 11-plus. And Mahomes is trending to be there no later than week 2.
And how about that running game? How about this running game they're going to be rolling out?
In that division, that's what I'm saying. So are we buying that they win 11 games here at pretty much even money on both sides?
It's right. No, it's right there. You know, their division is too tough.
It
I
is.
mean, Denver, the Chargers are going to be better. Denver is going to be as good.
Well,
the Raiders are going to be better. It's tough. It's tough. I would not. Yeah.
I mean, that's expecting a lot. Yeah. That is expecting a lot. Chargers,
but I think
Chargers
Kansas City's going to be better too.
No, I mean they won't disappear.
Kansas City's new run game is going to really change the way that offense looks.
Yeah, I will say this: Denver is not going to match last season's win total.
No,
they will win fewer games.
But here's the interesting thing. I agree with you, but I think they're going to be a better team than they were last year.
I mean, they could be, yeah.
So they might not win as many games because they're not going to have that horrible schedule like they had, that easy schedule like they had last year. But I do think they're going to be a better team. So when you look at these type of, scenarios where you're factoring Denver in on Kansas City's record, whether Denver wins or loses other games is irrelevant. It's how they play Kansas City.
And listen, if I'm betting they don't get to 11 wins, then I am also betting that their ass ain't making it to the playoffs. What number is that at now? Kansas City to make the playoffs is at 66 cents. The no is at 40 cents.
I'm curious where Cincinnati is, with all that.
I'm so glad you brought that one up, Prez, because that's exactly what I was thinking with Burrow. Where are they?
Yeah.
To make the playoffs.
Give me a yes.
60 cents, yes.
And it's not that I'm sitting here such a big fan of Cincinnati. I just think Baltimore regresses. Pittsburgh's shit and Cleveland as well.
I agree. I'm not buying Baltimore, man. I think a no at 29 cents for Baltimore is not a bad look.
Well, I think, the problem ultimately is either Cincy or Baltimore is making the playoffs. So I don't know if I want to get that to the no because I'm not sitting here. I'm not that high on Cincinnati.
But as long as Burrow stays healthy, I think they have a shot, right?
Yeah, but so does Lamar and the Ravens.
I mean, there's New England 60-40 pretty much. 40 cents not to make it, 60 cents to make it. That schedule is going to be brutal. This year.
I think it's a no, and I think Buffalo is going to be really tough this year.
77 cents to make it. Buffalo, they're thinking Seattle, Buffalo, the Rams, Baltimore, and I'm not buying Detroit either. Sorry, guys. Back at the office. I'm not buying it. Too much turnover, man.
It's
too much turnover.
Where is that? Where is Washington? Where is that one team? Because I think Washington can win the division.
Let's see. Washington is, what's the price on them? Washington, they're not even on the board here, Prez. Look at that.
I think
Chicago
that division is wide
50-50?
open, guys.
How are the Bears 50-50 though? Who?
Yeah.
Really?
Everyone's
Washington.
The Bears are going to be very high on everyone's regression list. So will Jack.
38 cents.
I agree.
Next year.
How about Kyler Murray in Minnesota?
Yeah.
38 cents on Minnesota too.
It's going to be interesting to.
That's intriguing to make it, Minnesota.
That's what I'm thinking at 38 cents.
Yeah, that's intriguing because look, we know O'Connell. He can coach the quarterback. So
yeah,
maybe he can get a renaissance out of Murray.
Dare I say, Giants?
That division. I take the Giants over Mini. That Minnesota division
is brutal. I agree.
You
Prez.
cannot make that bet.
I agree.
I'm sorry. You cannot make that Minnesota bet. You just can't do it.
I might do it just because I was told no.
Prez, look at your Tampa Bay bet. No, only at about 57 cents here. That's not a bad bet either.
That's a great bet because, I think, look, Baker, Baker is, day old, if you will. And Evans gone.
Yep.
The wide receiver core is decimated. Their running game is
the offensive line's always a problem there.
Offensive line's horrible. Their secondary struggles. They have shitty coaching, in my opinion.
Give me the Giants at 33 cents. That defense is going to be absurd.
What about Indianapolis? No to the that's 60 cents.
That's correct, Prez. Isn't that crazy?
That's a wide open division. Give me some Colts.
To make it?
Yes.
Yeah.
To make it, yes.
Well, that's shocking.
I agree.
Because, Houston is not what they were a couple of years. Houston's got a great defense.
No, Houston is got quarterback issues.
Yes.
Yeah, well, and offensive line issues. But Jacksonville's going to take a pretty big step back probably this year. And then Tennessee is Tennessee. They're not ready to, it would look, a lot can happen.
It's going to be interesting with Tennessee, though. Their defense looked much better towards the end of last year. They've got a lot of speed. Tennessee's going to be interesting, but
no on
Indianapolis.
Houston. No on Houston at 45 cents.
Joe, the Indy 60 cent yes is better because it gives you protection where both of them can make the playoffs.
That's a good point.
That's a better bet than Houston at 40 to the no.
That seems really low.
And that says 66 cents. Is that right? I got to put my glasses
66 cents. Yep.
Yeah, man, that's a must bet.
Yep.
There you go.
Right?
I agree. That's the best bet we found, in my opinion, today.
You like them making it, though, right?
Dude.
Yeah, that's what I do, too. Under 40 cents. 39 cents for Indy. That running game ain't going anywhere. The defense is going to be good.
Quarterback. So much is contingent on the quarterback.
But
it was
with that said,
position to make the playoffs. They were in position to make the playoffs. Yes.
They were, but Bry, and I'm with you that Danny Dimes is important here, but man, that division, you could 7-9 your way into the playoffs. I agree. Not 7-10, 8-9 your way into the playoffs.
Well, think about it too.
That division is a mess.
If they start like they did a year ago, and they go 6-0, 7-0, 8-1, whatever it was. You're buying in at 39. To make the playoffs, this market is going to be absurd.
Yeah,
absolutely
but they're not
absurd.
Starting like that, Joe. Guys, we got to keep the show moving.
Don't know.
Bitcoin has had a little bit of a plummet.
No. Bitcoin's a shit show right now. Look at this.
Okay, it's not a shit show, guys. It's at 77.
Shit show.
Everybody breathe.
I'm only seeing yes to the over at 38 cents as a high here, Prez, at 78.
Well, I'm going with over.
What?
No, wait a minute. This cannot be right. That's this Friday's chart.
You're lying. What are you talking about?
It says Bitcoin on Friday.
Where does it say Bitcoin on Friday? It's up to date.
Oh, it is. It's moving as we speak. So what is this?
Oh, you're talking about the actual prices itself. So hold on 1 second. Let me refresh that and get it for you. See if that helps you here. All right, that better? There you go.
I am going with over
77.
Yeah. Yes. Over 77.
All right.
100%.
54 cents.
Yes.
All right. 54 cents over 100 by 5 o'clock today would give you. Yeah, well, you better hurry up because that is moving. It's 55 now, Prez. See what you did, Prez? You had to say something, and it's already moved 3 cents.
Oh.
Brian, what do you got? What do you got to promote?
Yeah, mentioned it at the top. No doubt about it. Winner last night on the Rockets. That was a 4% best bet in the NBA playoffs. 3-1 weekend, 19-7-1 all sports run the last 10 days. I've got 2 4% best bets today. Another one in the NBA playoffs, guys. Over the last 11 months, I've won 61% of my NBA plays. That's number 1 at WagerTalk. 67% this postseason. Going back to last year, 18-4 my last 22 NBA playoff picks. And I also have a baseball best bet as well. It is a total. I'm 80% with MLB totals so far this season, 12-3-1. So you can get them both for $29 at my page, wt.buzz/BP.
Brilliant. Bryan Power, everyone. You can see him every day on the morning
Oh
wager.
My God. I just want to say what's up to my favorite handicapper at WagerTalk, Mark Zinno. I've got a big ticket to cash with you later. Call me and let's make a sloppy parlay together.
What the? What?
He found it!
I can't. Just saying. I'm just saying. Yep.
It's back!
I'm just saying.
Where was that from?
Oh, my God. That was from, I believe, the morning wager, right?
It was. That was when they had Joe babysitting us. Back in the day, and he busted that up.
This is their song.
Wow. Look at
Pretty good,
Power's
right?
got the move.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
That's it. Walk them off, baby. Walk them
All
off,
right.
man. Yeah, come on, baby. You got it.
Do the Zeno.
Cash is tickets. Always got my back.
That's incredible.
There it is.
Incredible.
There it is. BP, be good. Give the
That's
sloppy parlay.
incredible.
Yes.
Okay, Joe, we got to take care of some business and let's get to the rundowns. I got to get out of here.
Never getting that out of my head now. Good Lord.
Joe, I am so in the zone. It's unbelievable. It's like one of those periods where everything is hitting, everything is working. I'm super stoked. Look, I am 16-6. 16-6 in both the NBA and NHL playoffs combined. Let me give you some perspective. I'm on an 8-1 betting run. That's right. 8-1 and 24-9. In my last 33 plays, I've won 24 of them. I'm also on a 4-1 and 14-4 NHL run. I'm on a 10-3 NBA run. That's my playoff record. 10-3 in the NBA. My totals, 23-5 run. I've won 7 in a row. I have an NBA total up for tonight. I have an NHL play and a baseball play. But most importantly, I have an unbelievable offer that everybody needs to take advantage of. And that is my NBA and NHL playoffs. The whole thing combined. All my NBA and all my NHL till the end of the playoffs for $199. That is the package to buy. I am begging you guys to join me. I am absolutely destroying the playoffs so far. Please, $199, all my NBA and NHL till the end of the playoffs. That's the package. Joe, what do you got going?
Nice, Prez. We are loaded with 2 Major League Baseball plays, 1 NBA play here. It's been a great run here, 7-3 in the NBA postseason with a couple of 5% winners, and an 8-3 run in Major League Baseball this weekend. So hop on board over at, I believe, WagerTalk.com is the name of the website there, Prez.
Brilliant, brother. Let's get to it. MLB rundown. It's all you.
All right, get that number 2 pencil out and let's do it here. And we'll start with game 1 coming up here today. Early start, and it's going to be the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Guardians here. Mats versus Messick. And Messick has been phenomenal. I told you guys earlier this year that this could be very well the best left-handed pitcher in the American League, and he has been absolutely lights out. I think that continues here at home. I think Mats is a gas can waiting to be lit. Cardinals and Pirates. You realize the National League Central is the only division where everybody has a winning record still. Dusty May going there for the Cardinals, who have now lost, I believe, 6 of their last 7. They just got swept by the Seattle Mariners at home this weekend. And I like the Pirates at home to be able to handle business. Wouldn't shock me if this game goes over either. Red Sox at Blue Jays. I already told you I like Dylan Cease over Ranger Suarez. White Sox. Don't sleep on the White Sox here. The bats remain hot. I think they can score more than enough. I don't know how the Angels lost that game yesterday to the Royals, but they did. I don't think it gets better for them at Rate Field here. I'll take the White Sox at plus money. I think the Mariners continue to roll against the Twins, and I think the Yankees handle business against the Rangers. I would also look at a possible under with Leiter and Fried going. I'll take the Cubs against the Padres, who are coming back from a Mexico City series here. Never a good thing there. I think the Cubs bouncing back from a shutout loss against the Dodgers yesterday at Petco. I'll also look at the under, by the way. And yes, Yamamoto against Paddock. Ladder it up. Lay 1, lay 1.5, lay 2, lay 2.5 with the Dodgers. It'll be ugly before it's anything else there today, Prez.
Joe, I'm going to run through the NHL card. There's only 2 games today, and then I'm going to get out of here. Bottom line, I like the over in the Pittsburgh-Philadelphia game, and I also like Pittsburgh at minus 130. I think Pittsburgh's going to get it done tonight, and we're going to have a little bit of a series as it goes back to Philadelphia for Game 6. I like Vegas tonight, Joe. Look, the metrics for Vegas hasn't been good, and this team has struggled all year. With that said, their season is on the line. Now, I understand Edmonton was in the same boat last night and lost in overtime to Anaheim. I think Vegas is a better team than Edmonton. They have better goaltending than Edmonton. So I like Vegas in this spot, and I also like the over in the Vegas-Utah game. That's it for me, bro. Guys, please, 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 please grab my bets for the next, well, all of the NBA and NHL playoffs all the way through. Please, please join me. Joe, thanks for doing this, brother. Shout out to Bryan Power. Joe, you got the NBA rundown, and then show's over.
Let's go. Here. All right, Prez. See you tomorrow here. Let's run it down once again tonight. One of the games we didn't talk about here was Detroit, the Pistons, taking on the Orlando Magic here. And boy, I tell you, Detroit, where's that offense coming from? Because it hasn't been great so far, though they had a chance to pull out that win in Game 3, down as many as 17, and managed to actually take the lead with under 3 minutes left, only to watch it evaporate. I do think the Pistons can bounce back in this spot here tonight. 2.5, 3 currently. The total, though, actually was as low as 212.5. We're starting to see some money towards the over in this one here. Now you're seeing 213.5, even 214s in the marketplace here. Listen, Detroit has got to figure it out. I like them to bounce back in this spot against a wildly inconsistent Orlando team. The Suns and the Thunder, listen, I think it's over for the Suns. We all know that, and it's likely over sooner rather than later. No Mark Williams tonight for the Suns. What are they going to go? Small ball against the Oklahoma City Thunder? That never works out. I seem to think that the Suns are likely it's going to be over before it starts there. I'm going to look at OKC in the first half in that one. And the Timberwolves and Nuggets, and listen, we know, right? We've got no DiVincenzo and no Edwards. Peyton Watson also likely out. We already know there's a few guys not 100% there. Aaron Gordon, just to name one. But listen, the injury news obviously supports Denver winning this game. But the way they have priced Denver, they're acting as if there's absolutely nothing the Timberwolves can do. I think it's going to be a blowout. If I was forced to lay it, I would lay it with Denver because I think Minnesota is going to put all their chips into Game 6. And that will do it. 3 games here tonight in the NBA. You heard Prez tell you about his NBA/NHL package available over at WagerTalk.com. Same with me. Go over there and grab one of those buy 3, get 3 packages here and never miss a best bet for the rest of the week. Plenty of great stuff. Great in Major League Baseball. We've been crushing the NBA playoffs here. There's no better time to hop on board. Buy 3, get 3. 6 days. All access, all plays across all sports over at WT.buzz/JR. Don't forget, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Make sure you become part of that Wager Talk TV family. We certainly appreciate you stopping by. Tomorrow, Art DeCesar will be in the hot seat once again, telling you where the sharp money is going. We'll catch up with him. In the meantime, enjoy the games on a Monday. We'll see you again tomorrow on the best betting show ever. Cheers.